I think that article was kind of dog shit, if I'm being honest.
If this is in here, it's because Hasan wanted it in here. That's kind of funny. Does Turning Point USA really raise $100 million a year? Is that real?
You're sitting and talking nonstop and thinking nonstop for like 6 to 8 hours a day.
Why? He was so close to a reasonable take. What?
Okay, I'm just gonna call this out as this interviewer is an asshole. Right off the rip, this is unethical. I don't like this journalist already. I will remember this name.
Wait, is that a quote from the article? An army of girls and gays, not to mention admiring looks maxers, would kill to be where I am now, next to Piker as he pants in a pair of neon shorts with black Calvin Klein boxers poking out and sunlight glinting off the sweat beaded on his chest. That's a meme. Okay. Wait, what? Hasan only benches 175? That can't possibly be real. Okay. Scroll to his supplements. For anyone looking to get buff in clutch games like him. Clutch games? Is he still a gamer? Here's Piker's supplement stack. 1 espresso shot pre-workout. 4 creatine pills. Fish oil. Zinc. Ashwagandha. Minoxidil and finasteride. My hair. I'm technically on HRT, hormone replacement therapy. I have DHT blockers for hair loss. I've been taking... Oh, I thought this was like a joke about how these were hormones. I don't know if these are hormones. I don't think so. Wait, what does it mean when you say I am technically on HRT? Does he just mean he's on HRT? No, he means for hair loss. I have DHT blockers. Because don't people say DHT is the thing that leads to the balding or whatever? That's why some people say that like creatine will make your hair fall out.
I'm not saying it's a hit piece, but it's unfriendly. I'm not going to call it a hit piece yet, but I would say that this is extremely unfriendly and uncharitable. 1 expletive and brain rot filled live stream at a time. Wow, man. Really? Thanks, dude. Thanks, dude. What a description of the live streams. Okay, I'm now ready to move this. I'm provisionally saying that this person is an unethical piece of shit. The vibes are off in this article really badly. I fucking hate this reporter. This reporter is a scumbag. Yo, I'm so pissed off right now. Holy shit, what an asshole, dude. I want you guys to understand something about journalists, is they're not good people.
Jesus.
The vast majority of journalists are actually scum. Soon I get up to leave. I walk out and Piker is left alone, rambling at 3 screens. Rambling? Well, okay, I gotta say, I think that article was kind of dog shit, if I'm being honest. I think that was bad. I think it was bad.
Overall, great article. Very happy with it. I think this is a very positive profile. That's the top story on the front page of GQ right now, by the way. Hell yeah, love that. I think it'll get a lot of looks.
Apparently his subreddit didn't like it very much either. If you've read the article, it spends the whole time doing just that, but also mischaracterizing and placing him in more of a dirtbag leftist box by highlighting his crassness. Then they spend a bunch of time using portions of full quotes without context, and very little substantive views on his politics. What are his substantive views? Working out, fashion, or anything interesting. There's a section where they blatantly invade his own privacy regarding his dating life. What the actual fuck? This GQ staffer, it'd be a shame to call him a writer. Goddamn sucks. Wait, what? I'm controlled off because I was curious. What? During our interview, I try to squeeze out whatever intel I can about Piker's romantic life, which is feverishly gossiped about on Reddit. I ask point blank if he's dating Valkyrie, the massively popular gaming streamer, and he looks freaked out. Oh, come on. Please don't put that in the article, Piker says. Unless GQ has like a different policy than any other profile or journalist or anything I've ever worked with, generally you can say like, hey, can we keep this off the record? So if this is in here, it's because Hasan wanted it in here. That's kind of funny. Think of me as an asexual being? Why would an asexual being post thirst traps? Okay.
clowns and her trolls and her circus acts and her court jesters at all of our events from the UNF America thing, but she is obsessed with me. However, she has more so than most accurately depicted what we've been able to do here, because she does describe us as a builder. Now, this is a former Bernie Sanders type. She's got very crass language. She's got quite a bit of herself that is unappealing. I mean, if you look at her, you're like, whoa, give me the American Eagle ad back. Like, I don't want that, please. More American Eagle, less this, please. Like, that's not what I want. I want the sorority videos, not this. But to her credit, she has accurately diagnosed the problem. And she is a girl, for the record. I have no reason not to believe it. Jesse was kind of playing with words here. So Jesse Waters did a summary of this. I wish we had more of the CNN interview, but this is some of the best parts. Where CNN dispatched one of their reporters, who looks like Ruben Gallego. I don't know why Ruben Gallego is doing street interviews for CNN, but he's doing side work. So, Dollar Store Ruben Gallego basically was doing interviews for CNN at our Student Action Summit. And we knew that this whole story was going to populate, which is, oh, wow, Charlie's so successful and Turning Point's so successful, and therefore the left is trying to infiltrate. We knew the story was coming. And Jesse Waters caught on to it. Play cut 258.
Democrats are leaderless. Their new plan, create a transgender Charlie Kirk.
I think that, as much as I disagree with Charlie Kirk, I believe that what he's doing has worked. And that's why I'm here to replicate what he's doing. I'm not here to, disrupt Charlie Kirk's events. I'm here to say that there are alternative ideas and that we need to build the same thing that he has, because he is good at it.
Well, we are good at it. And because we build. You see, that's what people miss. People think it's just the campus thing or just this program. This is 2 hours of my day. And then I go to the day job of managing 1,000 people, and we have to raise $100 million a year. And we have 500,000 donors. People say, oh,
Wait, does Turning Point USA really raise $100 million a year? Is that real?
We're good at it. And because we build. You see, that's what people miss. People think it's just the campus thing or just this program. This is 2 hours of my day. And then I go to the day job of managing 1,000 people, and we have to raise $100
That's my donor class right there.
million a year. And we have 500,000 donors. People say, oh, if I was just supported by wealthy people. That's part of it. We're very thankful to our wealthy contributors and amazing donors. But it's also the 500,000 people that donate to us. Jesse Waters continues. Play cut 259.
The DNC, they're already trying to coup trans Charlie.
Is the DNC supporting this? No, not currently. Why not? If Ken Martin's watching this, text me back. But really, I think it's disappointing that we haven't been able to see the DNC really get off the ground since the election, because I think a lot of things have happened internally that have been distractions to the actual ground game that we need right now.
There are so many more clips from that CNN exchange that we could mine. But I love this. About time that the left realizes and wakes up that while you guys have been ridiculing us, we've been building. As we like to say at Turning Point USA, we did not come up with this, but Sun Tzu did. No, he didn't, but that's okay. It's wrongly attributed to Sun Tzu. That's fine. It's hilarious. First, they ignore you. Then they laugh at you. Then they fight you. And then you win. I remember the ignoring phase. It's nothing. This is Charlie. It's nothing. Forget it. And then I remember the laughter. Oh, it's so funny. Look at Turning Point. What do you think they're doing? Now, many of those people are applying for jobs from us. For the record. And then the fighting. Oh, we love the fighting. And then the victory. But look, it goes in cycles. But for Z, I think that's her name. Is her name Z? Prominently profiled on CNN. She seems that she actually gets it more than most. Where she's like, hey, guys, this guy's awful, but he's built something. And again, I haven't built anything. We have built it at Turning Point USA. Z Cohen Sanchez, for the record. You will not be seeing her in American Eagle ad anytime soon. But Z Cohen Sanchez, she's onto something. She's onto something very powerful, which is the left struggles to build anything. And by the way, she had her own little counterfeit clown show back in the spring, and it fell apart. Why? Because they had a oppression Olympics woke falling apart because someone did microaggressions that they didn't like, and the whole thing fell apart. People like to talk about the platform we built, but they don't know about the chapters, the high school groups, the events. A lot of people want to do the stuff we do, but they don't want to work as hard as we worked. 300 days of travel a year for a decade straight, 3,000 days on the road. You can never really...
So this is why, okay, not to gas myself up, this is why it's good to include me at your events, okay? Because if I'm there, nobody's woke canceling anybody, okay? I'm your canary in the coal mine. If I'm there and the people are there, they're probably not giving much of a fuck about the microaggression shit.
Relax. Well, at least when it's not on the Sabbath. Good luck. Second hour coming up.
Wow, paste. We got Hasan SLOP. What's this?
Like, because I suspect that a lot of these people who are actively upset about this are people who are Democrats. So they're supposed to be closer to my side of politics than they are to the Republicans. Probably even closer to my side of politics than this dipshit. It's funny because he had to zoom in to further erase the context as well.
It's just a camera cut. What do you mean? You had to zoom in to erase the context? What?
I think his content is only for your hardest haters audience. It's so funny how these conversations are just them spinning their wheels. They have so little actual political knowledge that they can't even discuss politics or do anything meaningful except hang off of our nuts. Meanwhile, the left is electing the new New York City mayor. You're meeting international politics and actually organizing and pushing for real shit.
Remember when... Oh my God. Guess who's slurping him right now? Do you know who's slurping him over there? It's Mike from PA. It's Central Committee. Aww.
I know, but I just wish I wasn't getting fucking ass blasted with regular frequency by these dumb fucks who can manipulate people in the margins. You know what I mean? I can't quote tweet it because he blocked me and I blocked him. So I can't even fucking quote tweet him. He just does this from behind the block.
You just said that you have him blocked too. What do you mean?
It's just like, there's a lot of money to be made doing this too. A lot of these people are basically doing the premature anti-fascist commentary. Oh, you were an anti-fascist, but prematurely, before everyone else came on board with it, right? And therefore, you must be wrong. It's like, okay, well, you arrived at my position. Have some.
Does Lil Bro realize I carved out the space that he exists in right now? Was that what? Do you think he's the first person to fight against fascists on Twitch? Hello?
Face. Have some decency. Not Dan. Dan is a Zionist, ultra-Zionist, genocidal piece of shit. But
that's Dan. Ultra-Zionist, ultra-Zio Dan. That's him.
Have you seen your ex-co-host blaming the Nakba on the Arabs? No, I don't care. Let him chirp into an increasingly smaller audience, please.
Chirp. He's chirping.
It is utterly irrelevant.
Chirp.
He's so desperate for someone like myself or anyone else to be at odds with.
Yes, Ethan Klein is so desperate for your attention, Lil Bro. Everybody just loves they're so desperate for your attention, Lil Bro.
So that he could just like turn around and make content off of it. I don't want to get.
I love how I'm so much of a Voldemort to this guy that he'll say he's reacting directly to Dan and he'll talk about Ethan, but he tries so hard never to say my name or reference me directly because he's so fucking terrified.
Give him that, please. Stop bringing that shit up here. Nobody asked. Like, this kind of attitude is bullshit. Sorry you're losing, you don't get to dictate shit is crazy. Okay? I don't entertain that stuff. A lot of people are like, Hasan, why don't you have this kind of attitude towards Hamas or whatever? But like, I don't do that. The idea that like Ukraine doesn't get to dictate any sovereignty in this process because they're losing this war that they didn't deserve to get into by being invaded by a much larger regional power is ridiculous. Is ridiculous. They are the ones who are at worst being played as a proxy against a larger foreign adversary. They're stuck in the middle and they're cooked. No matter what happens.
Why? He was so close to a reasonable take. What? Okay.
They're just always going to be over. They were either going to be over by Russia or they were going to be over by the West. Right now, they're getting over by both somehow. It's insane. Shouts out to Donald Trump for that one.
It almost sounded like he was going to have a reasonable take, but he somehow found a way to both sides the invasion of Ukraine. Good job. You did it. Base King. Oh, no. 2,000 comments and this post got removed. Clickbait / inaccurate or opinionated. Titles that contain harmful misinformation, misleading titles. Hasan argues that Russia's goal in invading Ukraine is fighting back against Western imperialism gets called out. Is that not what he said? What did he say?
Russia is waging this war in their minds, in their estimation, in the estimation of the third world, at the behest of everyone that has been fucked over by American imperialism. While Russia is engaging in irredentus acts.
What?
Russia is waging this war in their minds, in their estimation, in the estimation of the third world, at the behest of everyone that has been fucked over by American imperialism. Well,
also, it's kind of funny to use third world here. Like, we should be saying second world technically, right? If we're going to be in Cold War terminology here, but
while Russia is engaging in irredentus acts that are unconscionable and unjust and violent and totally immoral, that is the analysis that the rest of the countries around the globe are looking at. That is what they're looking at. They're looking at Ukraine as an extension of the West.
Who? What other countries around the world are viewing it this way? Who are these other countries?
And they're looking at, you sound like Israel asking Hamas why they won't just agree to a ceasefire. What do you mean? Hamas has put forward a million ceasefire proposals. Israel's the one who them. No, your analysis is busted.
Did we just call it an analysis? Do we get to say whatever we want about it? Destiny. Third world is hostile to the West and second world is not aligned like Yugoslavia. Is that true? I thought it was the other way around. I thought the first world was like the West and the democracies and the capitalist countries, and the second world was the Soviet Union, Warsaw Pact, and then all of the communist-aligned countries, and then the third world was the non-aligned countries. You are right. Okay, good. Yeah, tell me that. Ugh. Oh, I like it when you say you are right. I think 2 + 2 is 4. Does anybody else agree? 4 + 4 is 8. Tell me I'm right. Yes. Thank you. I'm so smart. Thank you. True.
Asmongold is not brain dead. I would say out of all political streamers, he's the most intelligent. And the reason why...
It's because he's the most centrist.
And I mean this. And you can call me an Asmongold, that's fine, I don't care. The reason why Asmongold is the smartest political streamer is because he trolls, he doesn't take it that seriously, and he doesn't get brain broken by it. He doesn't care. He takes it lightly, and he never lets the political space consume him. Whereas every other streamer lets it consume them, and then they either end up being very far left or very far right. Asmongold, in that same position, remains left-leaning, more so a centralist, even though it would benefit him the most to pick one of the extreme sides. He doesn't do it, and he handles it with a little bit of class and rapport, which that take will drive everybody nuts. Now, here's the other thing. Destiny is actually incredible.
It will benefit him the most. I'm sorry. Isn't Asmongold like... Asmongold might be the largest political commentator in the world right now, actually. Unironically. So Brian Tyler Cohen gets good views on his channel. I'll just compare him. Maybe we can check some other ones. I don't know if this includes shorts or not, though. Is there an easy way to check that? So last 30 days, 144 million. I'm pretty sure that includes shorts. I don't know if Asmon even does shorts on his channel. Does he? 121 million. I think Asmongold might be the largest political commentary guy on the internet, maybe. Maybe exempting podcast people. Like, obviously, Joe Rogan is bigger. I'm trying to think, like, Candace Owens is definitely bigger. Oh, my God. No shorts on this channel at all? Holy shit. Brian Tyler Cohen is ahead of Asmongold? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think people realize how, like, Asmongold is consistently streaming. Doesn't he normally carry like 50K plus concurrent viewers on Twitch? And then his YouTube reach is huge. His YouTube reach is massive. I don't think people realize how big he is on YouTube. Like, Asmon, like, is easily making like 10 million a year is like a low ball in terms of what he's making off of just the on just the YouTube shit, on just the AdSense. I don't even know if he does sponsors or whatever. But he just, not even like just looking at money, but like this guy, his reach is just insane. Or in the viewer hours and everything, like.
Incredibly smart, but he is brain broken as Hasan is retarded and he's brain broken. Yeah, no, genuinely. The thing with Hasan is he's not compelling, he's not entertaining, he's not charismatic. He's pretty good looking and good for him. I mean, I'll be real, I'm far.
I mean, I think Hasan can be entertaining, it can be compelling. I think Hasan can be all those things. There's a reason. Hasan is not just popular. I know people like to say he's popular because he looks good. It definitely helps. But like, Hasan at his best is like an entertaining streamer who's funny, you know, can synergize other people. I think, I said this before, somebody linked this in chat, and I don't think I have it now, where Hasan was talking about his need to like expand more. Maybe he listens to everything else I says and copies it. I don't know why he doesn't take career advice from me. Hasan's biggest issue is that he relied way too much on, I guess being an authoritarian, on like clamping down on all criticism against him and exclusively being clout focused on a single platform. Hasan should have spread out so much more onto other platforms. He should have been making the rounds on so many more adversarial shows. But I think he was like so, he just can't handle the pushback in a way where he can't control it on his platform. He just can't handle that, and it drives him insane. And that actually kneecapped his outreach so much. And now he's in a really, really weird spot where he's no longer the largest political streamer on that platform. It's Asmongold. So Asmongold like has the political reach on Twitch. It feels like everybody else just kind of got tired of Hasan's shit. Like, I don't know how much he controls the culture there anymore. Or he just doesn't collab with them as much anymore. Because I don't see Hasan with other streamers as much anymore. The monopoly on Twitch protected him for so long that he didn't like try to grow, I think, more or make better moves. Like Vosh, I don't know why. Vosh got unbanned from Twitch and just never went back there. I don't know if he, it's because I was there initially. And he got banned, or when he got unbanned, I think he was too scared of me confronting him on panels. But then even after I got banned, Vosh just never went back on Twitch ever. I don't know why. Yeah. Hasan relied way too much on kind of like the monopoly that Twitch granted him on politics, and now he's f***ing himself so hard.
Far more attractive than Hasan. And this is the truth. You put 10 women in front of me and Hasan, 80% of them will choose me over Hasan because they know Hasan has a baby dick. Everybody knows this. But the reality is, Hasan needs to acknowledge that Asmongold is his better. Hasan needs to acknowledge that even with his millions of dollars, with his Lamborghinis, with his $3.4 million LA mansion.
God, Tectone is so fucking hyper obsessed with money, but okay. It's really painful to say this, but like Asmongold probably does do politics better than Hasan, but it's because Hasan is like bought into such an unbelievably, extremely stupid place. But that, like, it's just not saying much. I just think for a long time, people just didn't realize how fucking horrible and insane Hasan's politics were, because he's gone unchallenged for so long that he's kind of gotten to mask on for a lot of it. I think that, like, if you put them in front of the average American, I think more Americans would broadly agree with Asmongold's politics than Hasan's. But it's also, Asmongold has the benefit of, like, MAGA represents, like, the entire conservative party right now, and Hasan's politics only appeal to a very slim minority of very young people that he is desperately trying to dress like and hold on to, and is losing his grip on.
With his maze, with his illegal immigrants, with his steroids, with his finasteride, with his hair transplant, with all of this exercising he does. Every day you wake up.
I still think it's crazy that people are happy watching political streamers, though, that don't do any research on any of the things they talk about. Like, even I feel bad sometimes about not being well read enough, but like, do people think that like Asmongold is doing research off stream, or that Hasan is doing research off stream for any of these issues? It's kind of crazy to me that it's just like, oh, I just watched this guy give his commentary on the news without doing any additional reading or research on any of it. It's like, okay, it seems kind of crazy, but
you have all this strength you have, and you still won't fight Sam Hyde. You have all this intelligence, and you still won't debate Destiny. And you wonder why that is? Because you are BFN. Big for nothing. You are a absolute joke.
I mean, he's not the only one who won't debate me.
And you know that.
Do you think Asmon taking a long break from streaming is good or bad for politics and Twitch? Is he actually going to? Or I thought he was just floating this as an idea.
Like, I'm fucking fried. I'm totally fried. I do my best to be live every day and to, be as consistent as I can be. But like, man, it is getting really hard for me to do. And you deserve a break. I mean, and if I take a break, it's probably going to be for a really long time, honestly, like probably months. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's been really bad. And I don't even want to, but I feel like life circumstances and what's been happening to me in my personal life, I just don't see a way to, to do all of that and not continue killing myself, right? And so, yeah, that's it. I don't know yet, but that's really 6 months. I hope it would be that short. I don't know, man. Take a week, bro. Well, I don't know. Take a breather for a bit. Well, I mean, I'll let you guys know that, like, I mean, the stream and everything, it's not, it's mainly about the, like, there's no stress that my stream really creates. I mean, yes, obviously, like, there's a degree of, like, I mean, if you're sitting and talking nonstop and thinking nonstop for, like, 6 to 8 hours a day, that is mentally draining. It is. It's mentally draining to do. And by the end of it, I'm pretty tired. But that's not really the reason why. It's everything else besides that. And so, yeah, you're always on. Yeah, you don't, it's a bandwidth issue, but it's mainly the time, right? And that's really what's going on. Mental break? Yeah, I have no idea. Make it third channel? No, I'm going to totally, like, if I stopped, I would maybe tweet, right? But other than that, I just don't know. But it's just been completely, like, most days, by the time that I get home, I'm so tired and exhausted, I just eat my food and fall asleep on the floor. That's it. That's all I do. And I don't go out, I don't do anything, and it's every single day. And so make a third channel is wild. And so it's just like, yeah, I don't know. But that's pretty much where I'm at. I just want to let you guys know, that's something I have been considering. I haven't made a decision on it, and I don't want to do it, but sometimes I feel like, especially when I have days like I did yesterday, it's almost like inevitable.
A lot of the OGs that were really big back when I started, they don't even exist anymore.
There's one that does exist. There's no OG back then. We'll get to that. Destiny.
Hey, that's me.
Destiny wasn't OG. That's right, but Destiny played StarCraft.
Dude, I was a huge Destiny viewer.
Really?
Yeah. Well, okay, like, oh, what? Well, no, like,
No, I mean, he played, yeah.
Dude, his StarCraft streams were legendary. That shit was great.
I never was into StarCraft, so I didn't watch any of that. I watched League of Legends.
Yeah, I think Destiny is so funny.
Have you seen the FSU video where the girl assaults the kid wearing an IDF shirt? No.
Back then, that shit was...
Dude, when Destiny is, like, being funny, I think it's great.
Well,
I
it was
am
so
great.
weird,
Thank
though,
you.
because then, like,
True.
I remember watching him in college. I was completely checked out of Twitch, and then all of a sudden, like years, like maybe like a decade later, I'm on TikTok, and it's like, I don't know, him debating like Charlie Kirk or some like random fucking people. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was like so shocked. I didn't.
I'm your streamer's. I'm the streamer. I'm your streamer's favorite streamer. Okay. And I'm still a streamer. Okay.